number of excellent hotels in Brighton. So I may take up residence in one of those.
Brighton?
Do you know it?
Oh, no, I've never been there. Father says it's, well, a most peculiar place, where people dabble in excitement.
And that doesn't appeal to you then?
I don't know. I've never given it much thought.
I have, and I think it will suit me very well. I will be accepted without question as the gentleman I am.
But I will see you again, won't I? You won't just disappear.
So, I'll send word to you as soon as we're settled. You're my good pal. Much better than Ernest ever was. That's why he became so jealous of you. I promise I won't abandon you.
I take my hat off to you, mate. Even I couldn't come up with a fantastic scenario like that. She really believed every word.
Well, I think she had some doubts, but only about my being a baronet.
Yeah, you don't say. How'd you get around that?
I said I'd dropped my title while living on the farm, but had now resumed it again in the hope that it might help me to get the sort of work commensurate with my status. I don't think she entirely believed me. But later on, she gave me her own title, Bill. She said I didn't look like a Victor. She said Bill was such a manly name, forceful and masculine. No, I didn't much care for it, but it made her happy. So I was content for her to call me that, but only in private. I had to be Victor to everyone else.
And what were you to your son?
I was always Daddy to him. When he grew up, he liked to call me Pops. I was the only father he ever knew. I was his hero. Just like my father was to me, a simple gentleman. Are you familiar with Thackeray?
Should I be? Novelty act, is he?
Amongst other things he wrote, what is it to be a gentleman? Or to gentlemen to be a loyal son, a true husband and honest father? Ought his life to be decent? His bills paid, his tastes to be high and elegant, his aims in life lofty and noble.
That's you to a T. Well, apart from the bit about paying your bills, that's what did it for you in the end, wasn't it? The only thing that was simple about you, gentlemen.
Do it big! That's what I told myself. Far better to appear somebody important, then people would not dare to challenge my identity.
Well then, we better get you all ready to be Sir Victor. 1923, from Valerie to Victor. Roll up, step this way and see the most amazing transformation right before your very eyes. No smoke, no mirrors, no safety net. This act is fraught with danger. It's edge of the seat stuff. So let's take it one careful step at a time. Step one!
I deepened my voice, and a continuous chain of cigarettes helped to coarsen it.
Step two!
I tried to roughen the skin of my face and start shaving to help it.
Step three!
I visit a high-class gentleman's outfitters and buy +4s, socks, brogue shoes, dress suits, shirts, collars, ties, underwear, hats and the like. With this wardrobe, I feel ready to face the world.
What a dapper chap he is! Step four!
I remember to pack my husband's war medals, the 1914 Star, the British War Medal and the Victory Medal.
Step five!
I pack it all into a case bearing my original initials, VB. Only now it stands for Victor Barker.
Oh, this is sensational. Step six!
I mount my bicycle and make for Ford Station. In the train, I brush my hair and put my cap on at a rakish angle, as befits a sporting baronet.
Oh, so stylish! Step seven!
I get into a taxi at Brighton Station and ask for the Grand Hotel. I alight, walk through the entrance lounge and ask the clerk for the room reserved for Sir Victor Barker.
And there we have him. Colonel Sir Victor Barker, DSO. Clean, bright and lightly oiled. Mrs. Arklesmith and Mrs. Pierce Crouch have checked out. But when, may I inquire, did Mrs. Barker check in? Not for some time, I'll warrant.
The next day, actually. I sent a telegram to Elfrida and she couldn't wait to join me. She became known to staff and other guests as my sweetheart. I didn't deny it because it suited my purpose. You See, if they believed I was her fiancé, they would not suspect that I was a woman.
So there you both were, living life on the grand scale.
We settled down to our new life and felt completely at home. The manager, staff and guests all accepted me without question. I smoked and drank with the male guests and paid little courtly attention to the women. I was invited to tennis parties and I went for early morning swims in the hotel's pool.
And what did your sweetheart make of it all?
I gave her the sort of life she had only read or dreamed about. We went for strolls around the West Pier. I took her to the cinemas and the theatres. Can you imagine she'd never been to either before? Every Sunday we listened to the bands playing on the Western Lawn, and anybody who was anybody went dancing at Sherry's Ballroom. So we went.
It must have felt a long way from Little Hampton.
Indeed. Unfortunately, not long enough. 2 weeks later, her parents came back from their holiday and discovered where she was.
Oh, and who she was with. I'd have paid good money to see the looks on their faces. Their daughter living with a man who they thought was a woman. And in Brighton to boot.
They were kindly but very conventional parents. So they insisted on a marriage taking place as soon as possible, which meant I had to get a marriage licence and swear an oath. I make oath that I believeth that there is no impediment of any kindred or alliance, or of any other lawful cause, or any suit commenced in any ecclesiastical court to bar or hinder the proceeding of the said matrimony according to the tenor of such licence. Signed, Victor Barker.
Hang on a minute. I can see a problem with that. You swore an oath and signed a legally binding document as Victor Barker.
Never mind, it was of no consequence. I favoured a quiet registry office ceremony, but the Howards insisted on a church. So we booked St Peter's, the parish church.
1923. When Victor wed Elfrida. Roll up, roll up. You are invited to the marriage taking place on the afternoon of the 14th of November 1923 between Victor Barker, independent bachelor, 29, and Elfrida Emma Howard, 27-year-old spinster. Dearly beloved...
No, wait a minute. You can't be the vicar as well.
I'll have to be, mate. I'm afraid the Reverend Dormer collapsed and died this morning when he was running to catch the bus. Probably trying to get to church on time.
I hope that is not an inauspicious omen.
Indeed. Anyway, let's proceed. First, I am required to ask anyone present who knows of a reason why these persons may not lawfully marry to declare it now. Nothing to declare? Jolly good. Victor, will you take Elfrida to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Elfrida, will you take Victor to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
I therefore proclaim... Hang on a minute. I can see a problem with this. You signed another legally binding document as Victor Barker.
Never mind, it is of no consequence.
Oh, very well then. I therefore proclaim that you are man and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put us under. Right, that's enough of that. Playing a vicar ain't really my sort of role. Still, look at you in your new role. You're already a father, war hero and a baronet, and now here's a new title. Husband. And I must say how well it suits you.
Thank you. I gained another one as well. Sir Ivor Gauntlet, gentleman actor with the Brighton Repertory Company.
Sir Ivor Gauntlet, fits you like a glove!
I played every sort of men's role, from juvenile lead to heavy father, from butler to young man about town. My last play featured a husband who is all for keeping up appearances, in spite of the fact that he has no affection for the woman he has married.
So, playing a husband on stage and off stage. I wonder you didn't get your roles mixed up.
I knew who I was. I knew what my position in life should be. Unfortunately,